Who could replace Boris Johnson as Tory leader and the next Prime Minister? Here are the runners and riders. First up, we have the Foreign Secretary Liz Truss. She's long been touted as a potential successor to Boris Johnson.
And we are selling tea to China.
She's a favourite of the right of the party, often playing up to comparisons to Margaret Thatcher.
Yorkshire tea.
And is the longest continuously serving member of the cabinet, having held positions under David Cameron, Theresa May and Boris Johnson. The Chancellor may have been a shoo-in a few months ago. Complete with slick social media graphics, he was the hero of the pandemic, introducing measures such as Eat Out to Help Out, the furlough scheme and the stamp duty holiday.
Whatever extra resources our NHS needs to cope with coronavirus, it will get.
But with revelations about his billionaire wife's non-dom status and a number of policies unpopular with Tory MPs, like increasing national insurance contributions, his stock has since fallen.
Through their invasion of Ukraine, Putin, his inner circle and his generals are now mirroring fascism and tyranny of 77 years ago.
The Defence Secretary Ben Wallace has seen his popularity rise after his handling of the Ukraine war. But he's a long-term ally of the Prime Minister and has said he doesn't want the job. He was even seen accompanying the Prime Minister to the confidence vote. The Education Secretary Nadhim Zahawi could make a case for the leadership. He oversaw the vaccine rollout as Vaccines Minister, which earned him the reputation as a safe pair of hands. And he's the second most popular candidate among Tory membership. And what about the other big names we're all familiar with? Jeremy Hunt is currently the chair of the Health and Social Care Committee and came up against Boris Johnson in the last leadership race, which Johnson won. He hasn't been in government since Boris Johnson sacked him as Foreign Secretary, but that could play to his advantage as not being tainted by association.
Good morning, Mr. RAAB.
RAAB also ran last time and didn't do very well. His odds aren't great and he could be facing trouble in the next general election in his constituency of Isha, where he has a very slim majority of 2,700. Home Secretary PRITI PATEL has long been popular with the activists and the right of the Tory party, with her views on immigration and public spending. But her star appears to have faded recently, facing criticism for her handling of the small boat crossings in the Channel. Should the Culture, Housing and Communities Secretary Michael Gove choose to run again, he would be one of the most experienced candidates. But Gove has been at the heart of Boris Johnson's government throughout, and this close association could hurt him. And what about the outsiders? They shouldn't be underestimated, as we've seen in the past with Jeremy Corbyn and Rory Stewart. Tom TUGENDHAT is chairman of the Foreign Affairs Select Committee and a former soldier who's been very vocal and critical of the government's handling of the Afghanistan crisis. Though lacking in ministerial experience, he could be a favourite for the One Nation Tory party wing, especially if Jeremy Hunt chooses not to stand. Penny Mordaunt was Defence Secretary and is now an International Trade Minister. Her odds are strong and she's popular with Tory MPs, and after her lack of endorsement for the Prime Minister ahead of the confidence vote, leadership may be in her sights.
Morally, socially, economically, politically, the right thing to do, and we should be proud.